You see, whichever way God created you, especially with respect to your physical features, God put it there intentionally for a reason. One of the traps of an enemy is you find human beings who wish so much that they were different from how they looked. There are a lot of human beings who wished so much that they were different from the height they had. And you find human beings who wish they were not, their weight was different. And they were of a different body shape, And all of these are traps the enemy sets or puts in the mind of people to get people obsessed about these things. And as a result, because you spend so much time wishing you were not this, wishing you were not that, you spend so much time wishing you did not look this way, wishing you did not look that way, wishing your head was a bit smaller, wishing your head was a bit bigger. Because you waste a lot of time on these things, one of what it does, it creates trauma against you. Listen, if you allow anything to create trauma against you, when I say trauma against, what I mean is simple. To be able to use the gifts, use the things, the attributes, the things God put inside of you, the first lesson is learning how to accept, learning how to embrace, learning how to love how He made you. The good, the bad, the ugly, your looks, your height, even some deformities on you. Even some deformities. Human beings have to learn how to accept, embrace, and love you. Accept, embrace, and love who He created you, because you cannot create any human being. Even the children you will give birth to, you are not the one who designs them. You are not the one who chooses what you get. Is it a man? Is it a boy? Is it a girl? You don't choose. We have to come to a place of surrendering everything to God and understanding that God is in charge of everything. It's very important. To be able to use the gifts, the talents, the abilities God has hidden inside of you. The first step of that is embracing who you are. It's loving you for who you are, loving you for yourself, even loving the journey you've been on. The good experiences, the bad experiences, all together fused together to create your reality today. It's very important. You find a lot of people who reject themselves. If you reject yourself, you will never be able to use any of the gifts sitting inside of you. If you reject yourself, you keep rejecting everything about you. Even if it's a good thing, you keep rejecting it. It's very dangerous. I see a lot of people who reject themselves. If you reject yourself, who is going to love you? If you reject yourself, nobody will love you. I'm telling you something. Listen, you see, to attract anything from the external, to attract anything from outside, it has to first of all begin inside of you. I'm telling you. If you want to attract people who will love you truly for yourself and truly for who you are, you, the individual, first of all have to learn how to love yourself. It's very important. You, the individual, has to learn how to love yourself. But if you keep rejecting yourself, you are going to get the same thing everywhere you go. It's very important. This morning, I came here to speak to you. I want you to use the gifts, the talents, the abilities, God-given abilities inside of you. Now, the only way you are going to be able to do that is stop rejecting yourself. Stop rejecting yourself. Stop wishing you could change how you look, you could change your height, you could change the kind of hair, you could change your body. If you reject yourself, Nobody will accept you. You have to understand it. To be able to use what is inside of you requires love, requires self-love. If you have self-love, you start appreciating some of the things inside of you. You start putting effort. You start spending time. If you even start loving yourself, you start spending more time with yourself. Now, spending more time with yourself will unravel, will start revealing certain things about you. Certain gifts, talents, certain abilities, certain things you excel at. A lot of people don't make it here. Because what? Because they reject themselves, they are always looking outside. Your solutions are not outside of you. Your solutions are inside of you. I'm telling you something. This is what I received today. I'm coming here to share with you. I'm not being on for 2 days because I'm not getting anything. I don't come here to say things when I don't get anything. When God comes through some of these things, I come and share it to strengthen, to encourage, to activate. This thing I'm saying this morning, please open your heart. A lot of you wish you could change how you look, you could change how you sound, you could change your height. Look, stop it. Stop rejecting yourself. If you reject yourself, you can never walk in any of the things God has foreordained for your life. You will never walk in it if you reject yourself. It's a trick. It's a trap of the enemy. And in the world we find ourselves today, social media, you're seeing people are doing this, people are doing that, everybody is doing something different. So, people fall into that trap of trying to change who you are, how you look, how you this, how you that. Don't change anything. Rather, embrace who you are. Love yourself for how God has created you. You see, you cannot appreciate how God has made you if you reject yourself. You cannot appreciate how God has made you. You cannot love yourself when you reject how He has even designed you. There are a lot of people, you are rejecting yourself. Self-rejection is trauma. There's trauma that comes from outside. And there's trauma that you use your own hands to create for yourself. And I've told you the enemy already. He always wants to hide behind the scenes and pretend as if he doesn't know what is going on. It's a trap. Stop rejecting yourself. Stop rejecting a certain part of your body. Some of you reject a certain part of your body. You wish you had a flat tummy. You wish you had this. You wish you had big calves. Stop it. Because you don't know how to create a human being. You don't know how to model a human being. Even the children you give birth, you are not the one who designs them. Stop it. And hand everything to God and give everything to God. Give thanks to God for who He has made you. And accept every part of you. Even some of the parts you think could be better. You don't know more than God. A lot of the times, the parts of you wish you could have changed. That part of you, that feature, that specific feature about you, is that specific feature about you is what is going to bring your destiny helpers into your life. But the enemy deceives you and causes you to despise that particular thing. That is what is going to bring your destiny helpers to you. I'm telling you. Somebody is not so tall, but they think they want, they have to be tall. No. That feature in you that the enemy has deceived and tricked you to despise, that feature in you is the very thing that will allow your destiny helpers to identify and locate you. Stop rejecting. This is a message this morning. Stop rejecting yourself. Embrace yourself. Embrace who you are. Embrace where you've come from. Embrace the good, the bad, the ugly. Embrace the journey and the experiences of the journey, because your current existence is made up of all of this. This is why you are who you are. This is why you're able to do some of the things you are able to do. Stop rejecting yourself and stop wishing so hard to change things about yourself. It's not been given unto you. Accept who you are. Give thanks to God for some of the things you've been through and how far you've made it. Thank you once again. It's still Christ Without Borders.